Welcome to the Love Seat podcast. Ladies, it's time to talk about love, life, and everything in between. Get ready for transparency, inspiring stories, expert advice, and exclusive interviews. This is the Love Seat podcast.
Great evening, everyone, and welcome to the Love Seat podcast. It's your girl, Carenda Deone, and it is a lovely evening here at the Love Seat podcast. And we are so excited that you have joined us today and that you are back joining us for another great show. Oh my goodness, we have something truly special in store for you. And before we get into some details about that, I do want to bring up my co-host. So happy to have Coach Pam with us tonight. Coach Pam, you're going to show us some love? Yes, not only do we have Coach Pam, we have Andrea. Andrea's with us tonight. Yes, hey Andrea. And then we have none other than Rose Sacante. Hey, Rose. So, ladies, how are we doing tonight? Happy Mother's Day, post Mother's Day. How was your Mother's Day? What did you all do? Rose, I'll start with you.
Awesome. My Mother's Day was wonderful. Saturday did some shopping with my daughter, my granddaughter, and had a great time with her. She's 10, so we chose out little matching outfits to wear to church on Sunday. And
that's so cute.
I know.
I love it. Andrea, what about you? What did you do?
I hung out with my best friends. So our husbands got us some seafood and some Asian food. And to be honest, I just grub, y'all.
I love it. Listen, mamas deserve to grub, okay? Mamas, grandmamas, godmamas, we all deserve to grub. And seafood, we can't go wrong with seafood.
No.
Coach Pam, what did you do? What happened in Dallas?
Well, I went out to brunch. My daughter took me out for brunch yesterday. And after that, I did a little shopping.
Mama deserves to shop. Absolutely. It was so funny because I was, wait. Before I talk about that, listeners, you may see that we are missing one of our co-hosts tonight. We definitely want to send some love to Sherry Monet. She's not with us tonight. She's under the weather. So we hope that she feels better real soon. So Sherry, feel better, girl. We sending you love tonight from the podcast. Wow. So we can't wait to see you for our next show. But I wanted to tell you, I was talking to my niece and she was telling me how my nephew had, prepared a really nice kind of dinner. And she said, I was so excited because he changed the diapers all day on the baby. I'm like, that's right. Come on now. Change them diapers. And she was so excited about that. Like, you all know I don't have any children, but I'm sure if the husbands, they change diapers and did that duty, that's a good thing. That's good.
Yes.
I know. That's Andrea said,
Amen.
For sure. But so welcome to the Love Seat podcast. I am your girl, Carenda Deone. I'm so happy that you joined in tonight. Again, we have a great show for you. We have our co-host here on the Love Seat, Rose Sacante, Coach Pam. Andrea is here with us, Andrea Hayes. And so we are so excited about tonight. And one of the things that we're doing tonight is we are honoring mothers. Yes, we're honoring mothers. And we just want to take a moment to just celebrate some moms that are absolutely amazing and that are doing some phenomenal things. And we would not be the women we are without them. Really wouldn't. So, hey, mama, I'm sending my mama some love. Y'all, I call her my China doll. That's my China doll right there. So sending my mom, Beulah Elizabeth Smith. She gonna get me because I didn't just say the whole name. But sending my mom some love on tonight at the Love Seat podcast. Phenomenal woman. Praying woman of faith, woman of God, just amazing. So Much love, much love, much love. Yes. Also, listen, y'all, my family, I don't say stepmom. I just, that doesn't sit well with me. This is Mom A. Yes, Mom A. And she has a powerful, powerful testimony, powerful story. When I tell you all, just her love for me is amazing. She is, if y'all can't tell, she's a Delta. So we joke each other all the time because y'all know I love my Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. And so she is a Delta. And so we go back and forth all the time, but she always buys me the cutest, like most special AKA gifts. So I'm like, you like that pink and green? Yeah, Mommy, you like the pink and green. But definitely celebrate her and just everything that she has overcome. A wonderful, wonderful woman. I love her so much. And so definitely showing her some love tonight. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving how we're celebrating mothers. Okay, Andrea, I know you got somebody special here.
This is Michiko Davis Hayes. Harris. And this is my beautiful mom. She is funny, loving, caring. She always helping people. And I just love her to pieces. Mom, love you.
Oh, we sending love to Mama. You look like your mama. I think you look like her, Andrea.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, look at that.
And this is my beautiful mother-in-law.
Oh, I love it.
She taught me how to make macaroni and cheese, lasagna. She taught me how to be a wife. So I am so thankful for her. She is in heaven, but just wanted to honor her because she has a loving spirit and we miss her so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, listen, I got a quick question. For her mac and cheese recipe, did she put sugar in her mac and cheese? No sugar. That's a big debate. Like even with grits, like sugar, no sugar. Like for my grits, I'm sugar. I gotta put sugar in my grits, but so no sugar in the mac and cheese. Okay, all right. Yeah,
and I just made it.
Rose, who we got? I love this picture.
You love that picture. I was waiting for you to say that she looks just like me, or I look just like my mama. So this is my godmother with my godfather. I have a special story about my mom, Carmen Cristalinas. She has a beautiful heart, a love for Christ, and she adopted me after I lost my mother. Yes.
Girl, you're gonna make us cry tonight on the last week.
She found me crying in the lunchroom I was crying over a pot of coffee and I just broke down and from that point forward, over 20 years plus, she has been there and has answered that prayer that I prayed to God when I said, I don't know how to be a mom. I don't know how to be a wife. I need help. And he sent Roman Cristalinas into the lunchroom with me.
Wow. Listen.
Wow.
That's yes, serious love. Oh my gosh, Rose. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. And it's so powerful because yes, we truly thank God for our mothers by birth who birthed us. But there's some awesome women who have stepped up, who they're either godmothers or spiritual mothers, and they are just amazing. And so that that leads me into, I think it's the last mother we're celebrating. This is my spiritual mom. This is Mother Joylette Hilliard. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, this woman, she is phenomenal, and she has her Mornings with Joy on Facebook Live. So please check that out. But she has covered me in prayer and just gotten me through some really difficult times. And even in the good times, she's been there to celebrate with me and to cheer me on. And I am grateful to have a spiritual mom. So, we are just, oh my gosh, so much love going out to our mothers for just who they are, the phenomenal women that they are. And again, we would not be where we are or who we are if they were not in our lives. So we are truly grateful for that. And, we want to talk about just some encouragement, quickly. But Andrea, I know that, you were going to just encourage single mothers tonight. So what would you like to say to encourage them?
Well, I was raised by a single mom. My mom raised me. My dad was there, but my mom raised me. And I just want you to know, as women, you are fully equipped to raise your child. Already know that God has already gave you the wisdom, the guidance, and just trust in the Lord that He got you through this whole journey. Hey, I turned out pretty good. So just want to say, keep doing it, keep trying, and we love you.
Absolutely. Yes. Keep going, single mothers. I'm so glad, Andrea, that you spent just that time to encourage single mothers, because it's not easy. And just having that support system, and just to hear sometimes, that support to keep going and not to give up, it just means the world. So thank you for that. Rose, I know you wanted to bring some encouragement, because, there are times, holidays, that it's not easy for everybody. As a matter of fact, I want to show some love to my dear sister, Kathy, who buried her mother today. And so to go through that, and, it's right here at Mother's Day, and they, had her celebration of life and funeral service for her today. I know that had to be hard. And so, everybody's not happy during this time, or they're struggling emotionally during this time, and grief is real. So Rose, how would you encourage those whose mothers are deceased, no matter if it's 1 year or 20 years? What would you say to them?
So, as Carenda, as you said, grief is so real, and the loss of a mother is, um, it's one of those things where sometimes it can be really hard to bounce back, and you never really fully bounce back. You always have that little feeling that something is missing. But
Yes.
what I encourage all of the ladies to do with that little feeling that something's missing is that to look at what everything that your mother gave you, everything your mother did for you, how she instilled values, morals, love, all of those good things. And what can you do to give that to someone else and
Yeah.
begin being a mother to them, or an inspiration to them, or someone that they can go to? Once you start giving back, then you start to be able to uh, fill that hole.
Yeah.
When I really learned that the loss of a mother was not really a loss, because there were so many things my mother gave to me that I could give back. And I started to give those back to other people,
Yeah.
other children,
Yeah.
others that needed that love. And I have more godchildren and people that call me Mama Rose than I ever imagined, because I realized that the love my mother had and that she gave to me was still inside of me, and I needed to give that back. So by giving that back to those that, seemed like they were momless or was
Wow.
looking for love, and so just give back. I mean, that is the greatest gift that we can give, is the gift, the love that we have, and to give that back. So
Yeah.
that's what I want to encourage the mothers who are feeling a little lost right now, because they may have lost a child. They don't know what to do, or maybe they've lost their mother. To just give that love back.
Yeah. Thank you, Mildred. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying the show. Rose, that was powerful. And, in a transparent moment, because I know we have to shift, but, when I was talking about my second mom, Mom A, we went through a devastating loss 4 years ago, the death of my baby brother, which was her only child. And at 26 years old, he was called home, and blood clots traveled to his lungs and took him out. And so for mothers who have lost their children, I don't even know where to begin. But one thing that I have seen, in just watching her go through this process, this journey, this grief, is a grace. God has truly given her a grace to sustain and to stand, and a boldness to also, as you say, Rose, to give back and to help encourage others. And in addition to that, I have seen her and my father stay consistent in counseling. So even though it has been 3-4 years, it doesn't matter. You know, if you have to continue that couples counseling or that grief counseling for years to come, do it. And or find a support group, but you've gotta make sure you have that around you. But wow, I'm so grateful we had a chance to pour in to mothers, pour into women, because we don't know, and even gentlemen, because we don't know where people are during the holidays, and for us to assume that, you know, everybody is happy and go lucky and taking their mothers out to dinner or bringing them flowers it may not be the case, or having their children to do that may not be the case. So, oh my gosh, thank you, ladies. I'm telling you, this has been powerful. I'm just glad we took time to do that. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Love Seat Podcast. I am your girl, Carenda Deone, and we have just finished talking about mothers and celebrating mothers and encouraging mothers. And thank you, Mildred. Thank you for sharing that about your son being killed and trying to just get through that and work through that and depending on God. Yes, absolutely. So please be encouraged. I'm so glad that you all are tuned in tonight. We have a great show, but we wanted to just take a moment to celebrate our mothers, those who are still with us, those who are rejoicing in heaven. We just wanted to take time to celebrate them. So with that being said, Rose, I know you've got an announcement you want to tell us about. I'm excited about it. It's about your emotional detox workshop.
Yes, a little emotional detox. We're always worried about detoxing our body, but what about our emotions?
Yes.
Deep down inside. Sometimes the enemy's working inside out, so we need to detox those emotions, right? Get it
Girl,
all.
wait a minute, say that again. That's a good word. You know I'm a preacher, right? I know you are. I
know you go. Don't steal my word now. Don't steal my word.
Say that. Okay, you said he can work from the inside out.
From the inside out.
Don't get me started now.
Yes. So if you are in need of an emotional detox, you want to make sure to check out Carenda Deone, our host, at www.carendadeone.com, and make sure you sign up your group for whether it's a women's group, women's retreat, or conference, churches, sorority, any organization or nonprofit. It's no way better to be able to move beyond the emotion of that's eating you in from the inside out by an emotional detox.
Yeah.
So important.
Look, I need to take you. I need you to just, you take you on the road with me. That was good. Listen, I'm so passionate about detoxing emotionally. It's because I did it myself. And I know the power of detoxing emotionally. And so, yes, please be sure to contact me. And ladies, you know what? I was so grateful because I was selected to be a workshop presenter for my regional, the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated regional conference. And when I tell you, it had to have been upwards of 650 women who were all eager to learn about how to detox emotionally. It was powerful. And so we've been doing it for sororities and churches and women's groups. So yes, reach out to me. You want your women to definitely partake into this workshop. It is transforming. It will transform their lives. So thank you, Rose. Yes. And so listen, I'm excited because Coach Pam always has something good for us. Coach Pam it's time to live well with Coach Pam. For our first show, she talked about the importance of getting your mammograms, and we talked about breast cancer awareness. So I'm excited on what Coach Pam has for us tonight. Coach Pam, what you got for us tonight?
Hello, everyone. I'm here today to talk about laughter. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. In Proverbs 17:22, it says, "A merry heart do good like medicine." As mothers and women, we get so busy with our kids, our careers, our relationships, and we forget to laugh. But mothers, when was the last time you had a good laugh? The Mayo Clinic states laughter can relieve pain, help the body produce its own natural painkiller. It also can improve your mood, decrease depression, anxiety, and release endorphins, natural substances that make you feel better and happier. It also can bring people together, closer together. Couples who laugh together report having better relationships. It can give you new perspective on life. Humor can give us a new perspective and help us view the situation as a challenge and less threatening. It can help one reframe a problem. It can reduce tension and cortisol. A hearty laugh stimulates circulation and muscle relaxation. This can help reduce the physical symptoms of stress. A professor named Sophie Scott, a neuroscientist, states laughter decreases the body production of cortisol, a hormone released by the adrenal glands into your bloodstreams during stress. This has been linked to weight gain and memory loss. Laughter can help improve your immune system because negative thoughts can turn into chemical reactions and bring more stress to your body, and that decreases your immune system. It can increase resilience. A sense of humor can help you bounce back from adversity. Laughter can also help you recognize making errors is a part of life. The poet Maya Angelou stated, "The main thing in your private world is try to laugh as much as you cry." Some ways to increase laughter. Think about times you was tricked into something embarrassing. Think about the funniest joke you ever heard. What's the funniest commercial you ever watched? Think about the time you cooked something and it turned to something that you didn't know what it was. So also, you can buy a joke book and laugh with your kids. And that may even help you and your kids have a better day. You can Google jokes online, watch YouTube videos, or go to some comedy shows. Try to laugh at least once a day. B.B. Weiner has a song out that says, "Laughter is like a medicine." So take your medicine. And so make every day a happy ending.
I'm just, okay, my heart is so lopsided. Did y'all see that? It was like, okay, I'm gonna get it together. That thing was like this. Bro, Coach Pam, that was good.
That was really good.
That was really good. So let's talk about that for a minute. So you started off with when is the last time you laughed? So when is the last time y'all laughed? Do y'all? I mean, I make it a point that I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna create laughter or have laughter every day. So what about you all? Are you all good with that, or could you laugh some more? Create some more medicine of laughter. Rose, what you
I know
think?
a lot of us don't laugh enough.
That's true.
We take life so seriously.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah. Rose, what about you? What you think?
You know what? I actually started sending my husband knock jokes.
I can't.
I did some in the whole day at work. Knock.
I can't. You sent him knock jokes?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
It's a good idea. It is a good idea. I never thought about knock jokes. Okay. All right.
It'd be so corny, but
you're gonna have to share one of these knock jokes on one of our shows. I'm curious about them. I'm only messing, Rose. I like it. I like it. And he laughs, you laugh, so it works.
We laugh, it works.
Yeah, I like it. Andrew, what about you? How often do you laugh?
I laugh pretty often because my husband has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
So he's always got me cracking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to laugh on the regular. Like one time he sent me some flowers. You know that scene on Coming to America, where she gets flowers and she doesn't know where it come from. So he did that to me, and he was like, "It's from Daryl." And I called the lady and chewed them out. I was like, "Who sent me these letters?" I don't play games like this. Only my husband sends me flowers. He was laughing so
OMG.
He was like, "Gotcha."
That's hilarious. I love it. I love it. And listen, Coach Pam, listen, this was your segment, but come on, you got to chime in. Do you laugh often? You laugh enough? What about you?
I don't think I laugh enough. I'm serious like a lot of people. I like a lot of women, but I know I need to.
Yeah.
And recently, like I told you, I went on a cruise, and almost every night I told my husband, let's go to the comedy show. Oh. So I really enjoyed it. So that's one of the reasons I started thinking about it, almost probably 6 times at least.
Wow.
Trying to get into it. And
I like that.
I'm going to one this weekend.
Go ahead, Coach Pam.
Let me find out.
Wait, so does anyone have a favorite comedian? Anyone have a favorite comedian?
Well, Tamara Mann and David Mann, they're doing a concert and a show this weekend. So I'm going to it.
Okay, we sending some love to Tamara Mann and her husband for this show. Okay, I didn't know that. My favorite comedian, I have a few. I like comedy a lot too. But I do like Dave Chappelle. I think he's really good. And I don't have like a favorite female comedian. I do like Ricky Smiley. Actually, my husband and I just went and saw him not long ago. Yeah, but it's good to laugh. It's good. Laughter is good. I'm gonna tell you all this real quick because I know we got to move on. But I was telling you all before we started the show tonight that I had just come back off the road. I went to surprise my mom for Mother's Day, so I drove up to Virginia. She was with my grandmother, and so y'all have people in your family that say long prayers. Oh, y'all do. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we were getting ready to have breakfast this morning, right? So it's me, my grandmother, and my aunt. Okay, and so my mom was like, I want my sister to pray, which is my aunt. And so everybody in my family knows my aunt can pray, but she prays long prayers, right? Her prayers are long. So she's praying. I mean, she's praying for everybody. She's praying for everybody, the children, their husbands. She's praying for everybody. So we holding hands, family, you hold hands when you pray. And so she was just getting ready to end the prayer. You know how it's coming to a close. So we thank you in Jesus' name, in Christ Jesus' name. So we like, okay, amen, And so before she says amen, she's like, oh, wait, one more thing. I got to go back and pray for the unsaved. So my grandmother opens her eyes and look like, girl, if you don't hurry up, because she don't like cold age, y'all. She'll tell y'all the minute. She don't like cold age. Anyway, it was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. She was like, I had to go back and pray for the unsaved. I said, Lord, have mercy. Bless us, Jesus. But Coach Pam, thank you so much. That was a great segment. And listen, if you're watching us here on the Love Seat Podcast, we want to know, how often do you laugh? What makes you laugh? Are you laughing with your spouse? Are you laughing with your girls? Because it helps to improve your mood. It helps to increase your immune system. It's just all kind of benefits that Coach Pam unpacked for us tonight. So definitely chime in and let us know, how often do you laugh? And we want to hear from you. So thank you, Coach Pam, for that. Ladies, it's time for our Love It or Leave It segment. We had a great segment last show. Yeah. We talked about, should we get back with an ex? And so, yeah, that was a good segment. So if you missed that, you got to go back to our first show and watch that segment. But our Love It or Leave It segment is a segment in which, we will share or introduce either an experience or a situation. And if we love it, we put our hearts up. But if we don't love it, we don't show it no love. We keep our hearts down. So this is our Love It or Leave It segment, and we want to know what you think as well. So ladies, y'all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So tonight, the question is it okay for your legs to be bare in the pew? Is it okay? Should we still wear stockings to church or not? Love it or leave it? Angel, okay. Angel, you was getting ready. Whoa, Coach Pam, you still on the stocking? You still wearing stockings to church?
Well, it depends. The
Okay, let's
season.
talk about
It's
it.
about the season we're in.
Okay.
No, not in the summer, but in the winter when it's cold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear my tights.
You can
But I'm gonna
your
wear my boots too.
Yeah.
And my pants. So I'm gonna stay warm.
You're gonna be layered for sure.
Huh?
You're gonna be layered. You're gonna have layers on. You're gonna be ready.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna wear my tights. And I'm gonna be looking good, looking cute, and working it. Just being me at 63.
That's it, Coach Pam.
Coach Pam, you better say it tonight. You better say it tonight. Listen, I should have put my heart up because, let me say it this way. I don't like wearing stockings. I had to grow up wearing stockings. And if we didn't wear stockings to church, it was going to be a problem. Okay. Yes. And so I had the sandal. I think it was either the reinforced toe and I had sandal foot. And then I had control top. Because, you got to at least pull it in or, I prefer not to, but I will say this. If I am speaking somewhere or if I am going to be, preaching or on the pulpit or speaking or presenting, Mama, it's all right. I will put them on. I don't go bare up in the pulpit. But if I'm just going to service, honey, I ain't feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Yeah. So anyway, y'all have any other comments on that?
So I don't do stockings. I do, I go bare.
You go bare.
However, when I'm in church, I always have a scarf or a throw that I put over my legs when I'm in church.
Listen.
So I believe there should be a little bit of modesty. I'll go above the kneecap.
Hey, your modesty. Listen,
I was just listening. I have a little throw. Okay. I was listening to Ricky Smiley, and Debrat was talking about, how she grew up in church, and so she was saying you got to have your modesty cloth. And I used to listen. I like the modesty cloth. Look, the cloth you talking about, the scarf you put on your legs. I used to have them where they would match my suits and everything, ruffles and leopard skin.
Did you say leopard skin?
Yeah, I have a leopard print. I have a leopard print.
I
can't.
All right, we cutting up tonight. All right, we got to move on. But I agree with you, Coach Pam. I do. When it's real cold, okay. But I'm gonna just do some knee highs and put some pants on and maybe call it a day. I don't know. Andrew, what was your take on it?
So I'm okay with no stockings. I think I own one pair and that's it. And that's only for an emergency. I wear leggings. I do rock leggings. So I went to work one day and I had no leggings on and somebody flipped out. They were like, "What?" Because I'm a teacher. Wait a minute, that dress is short. I said, my dress is not short. I went to my director and she was like, your dress is not short. It's just you wear leggings all the time. I said, that's what it is.
Okay. Y'all, do y'all remember back in the day? Now, don't leave me out here. When you would get a run in your stocking and you put that fingernail polish.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I hope nobody see it.
You put that fingernail polish. Who told us that fingernail polish was the cure for the runs? And I don't even know where that came from. When you put that fingernail polish and then sometimes it'll be stuck to your skin. All right, I'm done. Okay.
Well, you really save money, but not have to buy them.
Yeah, that's true because they're expensive. Y'all go up into Belk or Dillard's or Nordstrom's or whatever and go to that Hanes. You go get your pair of Hanes.
Yeah.
They didn't went up. They're covering costs.
More than
so tights last longer anyway.
There you go, Coach Pam. Get us some tights.
Right.
All right, we got
leggings and tights. I
love it. Listen, if you're enjoying the show, why not advertise with us? This is an opportunity for you to show your business, showcase your business, your service. And so we would love for you to advertise with us. We have two ways in which you can advertise on the Love Seat podcast. You can just submit an ad and we would read it kindly and gladly on our show, or you can have an exclusive interview with us. Yes, an exclusive interview where we will interview you and talk about your business, your service, and what you're doing to love on the community. So be sure to contact us at admin@carendadeone.com, and we will try and get that ad up for you as soon as we can. But advertise with the Love Seat. I'm telling you, we are reaching women. We are moving and doing some big things on the Love Seat podcast. And so take this opportunity to reach out, your church, your business, your product, service. We want to hear from you. So do that real soon. So we're moving on to our next co-host. I'm excited on what Andrea has for us. She is all about marriage, relationships, motherhood. And so, Andrea, what you got for us tonight?
So I'm going to tap into the motherhood today. I'm talking about kids' mental health. My background is being a teacher, so I'm always looking at how my students are functioning in the classroom. So I just want to give you some tips to improve your child's mental health. So one thing I wanted to include exercise, right? Teaching our kids to exercise, play a sport, encourage them to go outside and play really helps their mental health to stay calm. And so I'm just encouraging you. My husband takes our oldest son to go out running. My youngest son goes out and ride his bike. So those are some things that we do. We try to be role models for that. Also, feelings. Let your child express their feelings. Now, some people back in the old, they'd be like, nah, don't do that. But long as they do it in a respectful manner. I remember my mom said, your kids say why a lot. And I said, Mom, it's just allowing them to express their feelings, saying, I feel sad and whatever is bothering them. Long as they say it in a respectful manner, it really gives them opportunity to be closer with you. They trust you more. And they're like, oh, I can come and talk to my mom or my dad, Coping. Okay, when you're sad, help your child to learn some simple coping skills. So I teach my students, take your 5 deep breaths, or you can stretch, or you can draw a picture, or you could just take a break, read a book. These are some things that you can do, or drink some water to calm themselves back down. And I work with pre-K students, so you can know their emotions go up and down. I even tell adults to do that. And my kids will be like, did you take your 5 deep breaths? We noticed, Miss Hayes, you're getting a little nervous. And I'm like, okay, you're putting it back on me. All right. We also want to teach our kids problem-solving skills. So I'm very big in my classroom. I will tell them, hey, they like the title. I say, did you solve your problem? How can we, solve this issue? And I have a chart in my classroom where they can figure out how to solve the problem. Maybe they need to do an iMessage. Maybe they need to share. Maybe they need to ignore that person. But it's teaching your kids how to solve problems versus you solving their problems. Because guess what? One day they're going to become an adult and you want them to be able to solve their own problems, right? And then my last tip, parents, please create a positive environment for your kids. They need to be able to feel safe. They need to be able to enjoy moments with you. My husband and I, we do a family meal time. We watch movies together. We go out together. We went to go see Dr. Strange this weekend. We might go bike riding, walking together. We might even listen to some music. So just create that positive environment. So when they get older, they're able to give their children some positive environment as well. So those are some tips to help your child with their mental health, because guys, we know right now is a crisis time, but guess what? You can have peace during this crisis that we're in right now. You can still have peace because God can be in the midst of everything. That's what I have for you guys today.
Ma'am.
It's good.
Is my heart good? Is my heart
so good?
That was real good. That was real good. And it's so on point because this is Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's good to have actionable tips and things that parents can help make applicable. I love what you said about coping. that's powerful, because we get a lot of our personality and the choices and how we move and act and react from our childhood, our upbringing, and so learning how to cope, that was powerful. And I'm just sitting here thinking about, situations and ways in which, how my parents have taught me how to cope or how to deal with things. So yeah, that was good. Yeah. Rose, Coach Pam, you all have any feedback for what she talked about tonight?
That was so good. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a 10-year-old running around, so I was like, oh my gosh, I love those tips, especially the coping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they don't always know how to express their feelings.
Yeah.
And how to verbalize that. So giving them other outlets to be able to cope and to understand what they're feeling in a safe place and an opportunity to be able to communicate that without, shutting them down. I mean, I'm from kind of the old school,
Yeah.
Children are to be seen and not heard.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That old school. And you know what, to your point, Rose, it's not to say that some of those things weren't important.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we do have to look at it from a different perspective. And believe me, I really shouldn't be talking too long on this topic, because I don't have children, but I mean, some of the things that you even talked about, Andrea, I mean, we could even make applicable in our lives as adults, taking them 5 deep breaths. And
it changes the brain chemical in your head when you take 5 deep breaths. And you can just take your hand and breathe and do it 5 times, and by the time your brain will calm down.
Okay.
Up and down.
Listen, I like that. Y'all know I'm visual. I got the okay. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all, I'm gonna stop. That's good. I like that. I really do like that. Yeah, Coach Pam, do you want to add anything?
Yes, I thought that was some real great information.
Yeah.
Because one thing I know back in the day when I was growing up, kids was outside. A lot of kids are inside on the computer, on the phone, and they're not really letting out a lot of energy or emotions or stress relief or something like that. So I thought that was really great information. The breathing, because I believe in the breathing thing, but I never really thought about for the kids doing it. So that's a good idea, because it helps release stress with adults. So yeah, it could help with the kids too. And a lot of kids not taught that.
Absolutely.
So that's great information.
Ma'am.
I appreciate that.
Listen, you didn't equip so many mothers out there tonight, ma'am. I can't wait. Definitely comment. Let us know what tips you're going to use that Andrea shared with us tonight. And I just want to leave with this, Andrea. I thought it was important when you talked about also the positive environment. I think, I'm a visual person. And I have a marketing background, but I think colors are powerful. And so, paying attention, maybe even changing, some of the background or the colors in their rooms, or, as the seasons change, I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. I mean, I do that and it makes a difference. I don't want the same, quilt or duvet on my bed, the whole duvet cover on my bed the whole year.
I have blue in every room. In every room, because it's so peaceful and calm. And so my boy's bedroom is blue. And I'll just go in there and lay. They'd be like, "Why are you in my room, Mom?"
Because I need some laying. Y'all go ahead. Y'all paint that room blue so y'all can get some peace up in your house. I like it. Thank you, Andrea. That was good. I love it. And be sure, hopefully we can get the ad up. Andrea will be a speaker at an upcoming event, and we want you to make sure to support her. It's called Maximize Life. Thank you so much. Shout out to Ron, our producer. So Maximize Life, it is a virtual conference, and Andrea will be joined by some other phenomenal and awesome women. It will be Saturday, July 30th. So please be sure. It's at 9:30 a.m. The phone number is on the screen. So please take note of that. Contact them, support. She's going to have some good stuff to share along with these other phenomenal women. So thank you, Andrea. Absolutely. So yeah, I hope y'all ready, because our final co-host for tonight. You know, Rose, it's triple R time with Rose. Triple R time. Rose, relationships and religion. I can't wait to hear what you have for us tonight. Rose, talk to us.
So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about communication, but today, communication in love. So our last episode, if you missed it, you got to go back and look at that. But we talked a little bit about purposeful and passive listening. And purposeful listening is when you're listening to understand, and passive listening is when you're listening to not really understand, but maybe to respond very quickly or even respond in defensiveness. So, with that being said, I really thought about, okay, now we know about purposeful listening and passive listening. What about when it's time to speak? The ultimate form of communication, what's coming out of our mouth. So some of us know that it's kind of hard when it's our turn and we have something to communicate, and it's not always easy. If it's good news, it's pretty easy to communicate. If it's not good news or something difficult to communicate, it's hard. So I did some research and I kind of looked and I said, well, let me see who are some of the greatest communicators or out there. And I found that there's quite a few. So I'm going to give you a couple of them. Winston Churchill, known for communication. Ronald Reagan. Martin Luther King. Oprah. And Barack Obama, known as great communicators, great orators. And they all had something in common. One of those things that they had in common, or a couple of them, were they were very passionate about what they spoke about. They were always very authentic, or appeared to be very authentic. They were honest, and they were very much to the point. So they spoke directly to the people that they wanted to reach. And when they spoke to the people, they always got their message across with great understanding. So you always came away from whatever they were speaking about with understanding. So they always spoke with passion, with a sense of authenticity, and with Martin Luther King, we know that he spoke in love and with truth. And people gravitate to that.
Yeah.
So with us, when we're talking about communication, how do we communicate? Are we, well, I'll say myself, sometimes I communicate and I just want to get my point across. I'm like, I just need to get my point across. So is that our first take? I just want to get my point across. Or do we communicate with, I just got to tell the whole story? Or
I'm real quiet. I'm real quiet on this.
This is how I talk. We got all the head movement to it, and the eyes roll. This is just how I talk. This is just me. I was as I was doing this research and looking at this, I was thinking about with my husband when I say at the end of the day. He knows the next couple of statements after that is not going to be communication and love.
Rose, you that at the end of the day, because at the end of the day,
yes.
I can't.
At the end of the day. So just remember when two people are speaking, and they're having a conversation together. You're speaking for understanding. You're speaking to receive that information and to be open and transparent as well. And as I looked at those that are very famous for their speaking, I said, well, you know what? I have to go to the most perfect and most wonderful communicator of them all. And we know that's Jesus Christ. So that is and should be our example for communication. Now, all the ones I named, they're wonderful. They're great communicators. But when we look at the perfect, most, the greatest example of communication, that is in our Jesus Christ. And I wanted to leave with about 5 different points for us to really take home when we look at Jesus Christ and his way of communication. The first one is prayer. Prayer. So if we do not spend enough time in prayer and spending enough time with God, communicating with him, that our communication with others is just not going to be so good. It's going to be jacked up. Because if we're not praying before we speak, praying while we speak, praying before we even get to that person, a lot of times we will speak out of our own feelings and our own emotions. And the more we spend in relationship with Jesus Christ, the more we begin to have his characteristics, and we start to exude those in every aspect of our life. So the first one is really being prayerful. The second one is speaking the truth in love. Jesus is the truth, and he spoke the truth. And he spoke the truth in love. The third one is compassion and love. Be concerned. Jesus was concerned about people. So when we speak, we should be concerned about the person we're speaking to, both spiritually, emotionally, and all other areas. Be concerned.
That's good. This is good. I'm up here taking notes. I'm like,
humility.
Yes.
Now, this is the hard one for most of us. Humility. Because many times when we're trying to get our point across, just trying to get our point across, and we have to check ourselves and wonder and ask, is this out of selfishness? Is it self-seeking? And how is this helping? And when we're communicating, can we apologize? Or do we have so much pride that we can't say, oops, I'm sorry. That may have came across a little short. I mean, at the end of the day. Humility. And the verse that challenges us the most comes from James 1:19. It really challenges us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. So podcast listeners, we need to communicate in love.
Man, I'm afraid to put my pen down. Listen.
I don't have any more, Carenda.
You don't have no more? I need some more.
Yeah, tune in next week.
You'll see my pen. I'm like,
next episode.
Man, I couldn't even put my heart up because my heart right. My heart ain't right. It's gonna get there. I couldn't even put my heart up because my pen rose, Sakante. Ma'am, that was good. That was so good. Did anything stick out for you all, Coach Pam? Anything stick out to you?
The one she said, humility. Wow, because most of us ready to get our point across. And straight to the point. Sometimes we don't think before we speak.
That's
so
true.
That's can be a challenge.
That can be, yeah.
It's going to be work on.
Amen, Jesus. Andrew, what about you?
I think the biggest thing that stuck out with me, I talked about forgiveness and just apologizing, owning your mistakes and figuring a way to solve the problem. It will speak volumes, and it just shows that person that you really care about their feelings. So I totally agree with that. Having that time to express to that loved one that you care about, whether it's a friend, a family member, or whatever, we need to apologize for our mistakes and own up to it.
Yeah, that's good. Rose, all of it stuck out to me. I mean, it was all good, and I know we all agree with that because, ma'am, I'm like, I was ready. Ma'am. But let me tell you two things, and I know we got to move on. I can't believe we're almost out of time. What in the world? When you talk about concern, like being concerned about the other person, having concern about them, their feelings, their process, ouch, ma'am. Okay.
I know. It stepped all over me today. I was like, oh my goodness.
That's good. And also the first thing you said, praying even before you go into the communication and the conversation. Ouch. I definitely need to and will do that more instead of just kind of going in praying first. Yeah. Dang.
I have to say, I have to credit that to my godmother, who we were always in very tense work environments and where we worked. And she would always say to me, baby girl, let it be God. Pray. Let it be
Mm.
his ears, his mouth before you say.
It's good.
Yeah, that's good. I'm like, I got that, and I got my 5 breathing, and I got laughter. Man, I'm a changed woman. My husband better watch out. I'm gonna tag on it. Thank you, Rose. I know. We're not gonna be with me. I know. But listen, that leaves us because we are almost out of time, but we always want to leave you with the love tip. And co-host, I apologize because I forgot to even talk about how we're loving ourselves today. So we might be able to have time to just quickly sum that up too. But Rose, I know you have a love tip for our listeners tonight for the Love Seat podcast. So what's the love tip for tonight?
So my love tip for tonight is to go in prayer. Yes. Spend some time with the Lord today. We get busy and we wake up and we start our day and we're just going. And one way to love yourself the best is to just spend some time in prayer, hear from the Lord, seek God. Just let him speak to you and work through you. So that's my love tip.
Ooh, yeah. That's good right there. I needed to hear that because it's been busy on my end. I needed to hear that. Thank you, Rose. I thank you so much for that love tip, and I know that's going to also bless and be a blessing to other listeners tonight. Don't y'all love the Love Seat podcast? I'm just saying. Aren't you glad you showed up tonight? I'm just saying. And even if you watch the replay, I'm just saying. We give it all. I mean, we are 100% present, giving you our best. But before we close tonight, it's always good to know what you love about your city. And so, Coach Pam, tell us, what do you love about Dallas, Texas?
What I love about Dallas. We have the Dallas Cowboys. We have the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh no!
We have the beautiful state flowers of blue bonnets.
You need to cut. You got to cut, Coach Pam.
We have a very friendly, southern-friendly state because a lot of people is moving here, especially from California and other states. We have different concerts, plays, and art museums and street fairs and different things like that. So, and we basically call it like y'all call it the DMV. We call it, a lot of us call it the DFW metropolitan area because we usually can get around to different suburbs in 30 minutes or so.
Wow.
And I live in the middle of us, about 3 of them, even though I'm in Dallas, but I'm surrounded by about 3 suburbs. So, we talk about Dallas Fort Worth area. So some things might be going on in, other suburb area. But yeah, it's a lot of different things going on. In Grapevine, Texas, they got like a street fair going on with different shopping and entertainment and foods and parks with food trucks. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I lived here all my life. So here or in some suburb area of Dallas. Well, the metropolitan DFW.
We are showing much love to Dallas. I was with you. As soon as you said the Cowboys, I was like, really? And I knew Rose Sacante was gonna put up her heart because she a die-hard Cowboys fan. That's okay, Ravens fans. We coming. We here. Listen, I do want to visit you, Coach Payne, because I do want to go to the stadium. I don't really want to, if the Ravens are playing, or I'm not really to support the Cowboys, but I've heard the stadium is like out of this world. So I gotta get to Dallas one of these days.
Okay, yes, come on.
Yeah, I gotta get that. Listen, before we close, tonight is the last night of our Mother's Day special. Rose talked about it earlier, the emotional detox program. if you want to continue to love on your mother and give her some extended gifts, please contact me. The sale ends tonight. You can get 15% off for the Mother's Day Emotional Detox Program. The offering ends tonight at midnight. So be sure to contact me at admin@carendadeone.com. If you want it for yourself, your mother, or you want to gift your mother this program, it will change her life. I'm telling you, it is powerful. So definitely sign up for that. All right. Thank you so much. Listeners, we are out of time, but we are never out of love. We are so glad that you joined in and tuned in tonight. Thank you for all of those who gave some shout outs to us tonight and just gave some kudos to the show. Thank you so much. Thank you to Ron, our producer. And be sure to join us for our next show, Monday, June 13th at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be great, just like every show. I want to thank my co-host again, Coach Pam. I want to thank Rose LeConte. I want to thank I always want to say Andrea. I want to thank my co-host Andrea Hayes tonight. And Sherry Monet, you're not with us physically, but you are with us in spirit. I know you're tuning in tonight, so I want to thank you also as our co-host. Thank you so much. I am your girl, Carenda Deone. I am so glad that you joined us, and be sure to join us again on Monday, June 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to keep your heart up, just because we love you and God loves you more. Until next time, love yourself fully, freely, and unconditionally.